Seereal squad, man, what's going on? We're back again with another one. We've been to interesting facts now, so we're gonna talk about all these facts. Gonna explain a lot of stuff and real interesting stuff that we don't know. You know, interesting facts is crazy, man, because it's the season that's we trying to learn about certain stuff. You know what I mean? Also, I do music. I think everybody knows the other channel, Seereal goes hard. Trust no one. I got a new song coming in. I might be playing it into the video so everybody knows. My bad, y'all. I was on my other channel. I just started podcasts and stuff, so you know I got a lot of stuff going on, man. Try to make it all worth the while. So let's get into this video, man. We'll talk a little later about all that extra stuff, what I got going on.
Today's video is brought to you by Dossier. Albert Einstein said, "Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one." This saying has become increasingly relevant over the last century as technology continues to transform how we interpret the world around us. We've learned that nothing is as it seems after several enthralling breakthroughs, mainly concerning particle interactions at the micro scale. Einstein's quote is also relevant in many other ways. Not only
Albert Einstein said that for like a while, like everything's illusion. Like certain stuff that people don't know, like time is illusion. But it's crazy he says that time is illusion, but we still like follow like the actual time. Like right now I'm doing this video, it's like 3:30 almost in the morning. I work late now too. I'm almost like I got a department job. Y'all know I work whatever. But now I'm gonna take more time on my money to put more time into this. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on between the music and stuff, so I'm gonna have.
cosmologically, since most of those things have little impact on our daily lives, but also biologically. It implies that everyone has his or her own or their own version of reality. Sometimes your reality intersects with
That's true. Reality be different for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So I like that, the way you said that. Because, you know, reality is like different type of stuff that we do.
with the realities of others. Sometimes your reality is yours alone. And sometimes you visit our channel to have yours changed. I'm Mike with List 25, and the following 25 facts will not only blow your mind, but will also make you question everything you thought you knew. But before we begin, don't forget.
And a lot of stuff that he says, man, everybody new to this channel, he's right. I be looking up a lot of stuff, man.
Forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, join our Discord, do all that fun stuff. With that all out of the way, because I'm going to remind you later, let's go.
I was 17 years old when I took over my family's small farm.
Man.
Today,
25. Women can smell gonorrhea. Yeah.
What? You mean to tell me a woman could smell gonorrhea? I don't think you should have said that, my boy. I like you.
It's true. In 2011, Russian scientists placed cotton pads into the armpits of 34 men. Only 16 were in good health. 5 of the men had recently been cured of gonorrhea, while 13 others actively had the STD. The pads were removed after an hour. The team then strolled around to the women's side and invited the 18 ladies to take a sniff. The women then described the pads by selecting terms from a selection that included putrid and floral. They were also asked to score the pleasantness of the sweaty samples on a 10-point scale. There was a noticeable difference between the healthy men's pads and those with the STD. Half of the men with active infections were described as putrid, and 32% of those cured were labeled the same. 26% of the healthy men were described as floral, while only 10% of the infected group got the same.
my boy. I ain't gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna be thinking about every woman I done touched.
Description. Researchers have no idea why the female nose has this ability. They concluded it could be
I won't even know, cause I don't even know why. Like, bro. Like that shit.
an evolutionary mechanism for weeding out dangerous sexual partners. 24. If you're murdered in the US, there's a 40% chance police will never find your killer. If you want to look at it another way, that means you have a 40%.
Well, that's good because they done found nobody. Let a black person be killed. And if it be a black person killed,
A chance to get away with murder. If you're so inclined, of course.
Pretty much.
PSA, don't. A 50% possibility exists if you brutally assault someone. And if you commit any other crime, you'll probably get away with it too. In short, the majority of offenses do not result in arrests. Worse, these figures only highlight a part of the picture. Murder clearance rates often fall even lower in some communities. Researchers discovered that black victims, who accounted for the majority of homicides in 52 of the United States' largest cities over the past decade, were the least likely of any race group to have their murders end up in an arrest. While police arrested someone in 63% of white victims' deaths, they only arrested someone in 40% of black victims' deaths. And you know what else will make you question?
It figures because black people, we is in the system where we is in the white system. And it's like, we gotta make our own system, bro. It's like, they don't care about us. You see another black man kill another black man, bro, they not gonna let him race to the cops. Even when you call the police sometimes. You notice how they be there the last minute? But if you, a white man or a white woman, man, they be there faster than Scooby-Doo when he chasing out after, when he running from the monster. It'd be like a cartoon script, bro. They be right out there.
Everything.
In a minute.
The prices on some of the perfumes and colognes out there. Did you know that some can go for hundreds of dollars for just a few ounces? That's bonkers. And to that I say no more.
My man got that. My man got that, my favorite pop on. You let a Mountain Dew, and you see in the background. Dr. Pepper's what I like, though.
More. Because allow me to introduce you to Dossier. Dossier provides affordable luxury. They remove the retailer markup. They don't care about making fancy bottles and charging you just for looks. I mean, look, this bottle does the exact same thing as those expensive ones.
My inspiration is just flowing and coming.
My God, dog, you got a lot of commercials in on
They
this,
just
man.
spritz you with smells. Dossier just wants you to smell good at an affordable price. Look, do you want to smell like Aqua di Gio but don't want to pay $160? Then grab their aquatic lime scent for only $29. And guess what? They even have their own scent.
You out here trying to sell to us when we trying to listen about the facts. This ain't my boy. What you doing? You know I mess with you,
Like
my
this
boy, but
smoky mezcal and cucumber, which is very woody and aquatic. Let's try this.
I bet his girl's black. There's no way. He selling the products and showing them his girl's black. Or he's with a black girl, or he's speaking to a black girl.
And you know what? It's also only $29. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe you don't know which of their multitudes of majestic scents you think would work best for you. No worries. Just take their neat and helpful quiz to find your perfect scent. Check out the scents that I got.
My boy's really on here selling.
You want multiple
stuff.
scents at once so you can layer up and combine them? Well, they offer great bulk deals. Up to a 25% discount and free shipping if you order 3 or more bottles. I know reading or hearing descriptions is vastly different from actually smelling them, though they have received excellent feedback on the similarity of the scents. So, what if you receive your order and it turns out, I don't actually really like this scent? No worries. Dossier provides free returns and exchanges forever. They're also always adding new scents, and they love hearing suggestions from their customers on future releases. On top of all of that, Dossier doesn't use any
Now, bro, you done had really look at the smile. Look at the smile. Like you look like you was in the commercial the whole time, man. Man, come on, boy. I know everybody gonna be like, we missed the ghost stories, so we trying to hear some interesting fact. We'll be back with the ghost story. Don't worry. I know y'all love the ghost stories, man.
nasty chemicals, just quality French ingredients. And as an added bonus, they're also vegan and cruelty-free. No animal testing here. Sorry, animals, you'll just have to find other ways to smell nice. So, what are you waiting for? Check out our personalized link in the description below for 5% off your order now and start smelling better for less. And now back to the list. Oh man, this smells good. 23. Humans have tongue prints.
Damn, bro,
Did you know that each person has a distinct tongue print?
Yeah, I know, bro. When you sick the suckers, your tongue be blue and red.
A tongue print is measured in two ways, according to experts. The first is the tongue's form. The top of our tongue has a distinct geometric shape. Some people, for example, have long tongues, whereas others have short ones. I guess you tell me. The second is the physiological texture of the tongue. Much like your fingerprint ridges, your tongue has a unique set of bumps, wrinkles, seams, and marks. Unlike fingerprints, tracking down bad guys who leave their tongue prints everywhere will be difficult. After all, it's well hidden inside the mouth and won't leave any marks unless the person really wants to leave them. However, this makes it an interesting and even appealing choice for biometrics because it will be undeniable proof of identification. Who knows, it might even help bring down that unsolved murder.
Oh my lord, go back to that. That actually really, because I seen my tongue look like that before, bro.
22.
Hold on, did we get that?
Evidence exists of other life. 22.
Bro, I'm trying to go back there. It don't even
Unlike
let me go
fingerprints,
back.
tracking down bad guys who leave their tongue prints everywhere will be difficult. After all, it's well hidden, whereas others have short ones. I guess you tell me. The second is the physiological texture of the tongue. Much like your fingerprint ridges, your tongue has a unique set of bumps, wrinkles, seams, and marks. Unlike fingerprints, tracking down bad guys who leave their tongue prints everywhere will be difficult. After all, it's well hidden inside the mouth and won't leave any marks unless the person really wants to leave them. However, this makes it an interesting and even appealing choice for biometrics because it will be undeniable proof of identification. Who knows?
Look, see, where the tongue look, I can't even see it, my boy, but the way that tongue looks, so that was a fingerprint, bro, that crazy. My brain, I'm a genius already with a lot of stuff. Not an actual genius, but you must well say, I'm smart. I don't feel like I knew that, bro. I was always wondering why all these years my tongue looked like that. So that means that my tongue like a fingerprint. We have fingerprints in our tongue. Imagine, I wonder if animals got fingerprint, bro. Like, you know, that's a crazy type of question, but I just wondered, like, that's something I never knew.
Knows it might even help bring down that unsolved murder rate. 22.
My boy, we on two. He said
Evidence exists.
I don't think so, boy. I know you want to save the world, bro, and a lot of people like that, you know, but it like, come on, man. The world gonna get crazy and crazy until God decides to step in. Or if there is a God, because a lot of people don't
Exists
believe
of
God,
other
right?
life-sustaining exoplanets. Gliese 581g is about 20 light years from Earth. It's the first planet, or exoplanet, we've discovered so far that exhibits the conditions needed for sustaining life. According to Stephen Vogt, an astronomy and astrophysics professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz, the chances of life on this planet are 100%. The planet orbits its star in what is known as the habitable zone, where temperatures are ideal to sustain almost any sort of life. The Carnegie Institution's astronomer Paul Butler estimated that this Goldilocks exoplanet is just the right size and distance from its star to have liquid water on its surface. meaning that we genuinely are nothing but tiny specks in the tremendous expanse that is space. Now, we just need to get there. Call it Pandora, find some blue creatures, almost destroy their planet, and it'll be great. I love Avatar. Both of them. 21. We cry in order to survive, amongst other things.
See me to tell me I cried the whole time.
Boost your revenue and drive growth with Google Ads. Reach high-value customers.
You guys got some commercials on this.
Nobody knows why we cry,
Damn.
but there are plenty of theories. There's obviously an emotional component. At times, the tears are also produced as a form of defense against dust and smoke. In 2009, an evolutionary biologist looked at it from a survival perspective and asked, what evolutionary benefit does crying offer? According to Oren
So the smoke don't get in the eye. You know, sometimes smoke can get your eye smudged.
Hassan's study, it indicated defenselessness, but in a good way. Crying is a non-threatening signal. As a result, tears may be more effective at preventing violence than an argument. Tears can elicit sympathy from others, and any form of protection improves an individual's survival chances. Additionally, crying together could strengthen relationships. Hassan had to admit,
I'm telling you, any female that you get me, we have some problems, we crying together, because I'm going to fix our relationship. That's a good one, bro. You know, I just tell her, hey, babe, let's just cry. You don't think we're going to fix the relationship? You see how most many women is up nowadays, bro? Look, man, anybody watching, they like, man, I haven't seen no comedy. This is where you're going to see the side where I talk a little comedy and stuff. Because this is observed. Because women nowadays, man, they don't care for you like that. I'm sorry, woman. Some women, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when we really look at it, us crying together, females want you to do that. But right down in the comments, you see this.
that it would only be effective in certain instances. Obviously, crying in front of your boss is not likely to result in a gracious
Yeah, I would tell them, give me my money. I work. Yeah, like, you know, stuff like that, man. Come on. Yeah, I don't know, man. If it was a woman, I'd probably have some sympathy. Because, you know, it's certain type. If a man cries to a man, that ain't going to work. But if a man cries to a woman, they might feel bad. But if a woman cries to a man, the man gonna feel bad, 100%, bro. But even with a woman crying to another woman, women hate each other at the same time, bro, but they will understand. They be like, yo, I'm gonna give you a second chance. Like, not that voice, but you know, I ain't got a woman voice.
salary increase.
You get what I'm saying, bro?
This is my... I tend to cry from laughing too much.
Hey, that's a true, natural, funny thing, because it's like, my boy, I be crying tears at some of the stuff I be seeing online, YouTube. Like,
Oh, man. Yep. 20. Oxford University predates the Aztec civilization. Teaching at Oxford began as early as 1096. By 1249, the University of Oxford...
Yeah, we don't care about that. That's some of the information, man. Sometimes it ain't gonna be like what it sees. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they hold on, man. Did I get some water? Man, let me go get the apple juice. Yeah, man, I like. I'm telling you, bro, it'd be hot.
Oxford had evolved into a full-fledged university, complete with student lodging at the school's three original halls of residence: University, Balliol, and Merton colleges. But Oxford is far from the oldest university. India's Nalanda University had operated for hundreds of years before Oxford started. However, Oxford, one of the oldest universities still in operation, doesn't feel so old. You can still study at Oxford. It's a product of our time. In contrast, the Aztec civilization of central Mexico feels like ancient history. Archaeologists excavate Aztec ruins, and museums display Aztec artifacts. However, the Aztec civilization didn't begin until 1325, when the Mexica founded the city of Tenochtitlan on Lake Texcoco. Tenochtitlan was conquered by Spanish conquerors only 196 years later in 1521. Nothing in this is meant to pit civilizations against one another, but it's an intriguing way to consider how skewed our perspective of history is. 19. Mosquitoes are attracted to the things that live on your skin.
God, dog. Everybody know we hate the mosquitoes, man. Like, but that mean that why they come after us, cause whatever we're on our skin. That's why I tell y'all, wash yourself or bug spray. That's why they don't like all that scent. But you mean to tell me mosquitoes every time they see what we... That might just be a bottle. On our skin? Oh, man. When summer come, man, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it.
We all have that one sibling or buddy who's a living, breathing mosquito magnet.
Get through this, man.
Sucks, no pun intended. A bunch of people can be standing in a meadow together, and the mosquito magnet will get...
God, dog. That make me itch. Ugh. Oh, man, I gotta take a drink. I got a spray in here, too. Cause Lord have mercy, man. No way. Oh, Lord. Them things is... Look at them. Right behind his head. Like, I don't know how people so open to bugs and even identify. I don't want to give no research about bugs. Creep you out, man. It's like an X that you...
get all the bites. Even scientists agree that mosquitoes definitely appear to prefer some people over others. Because these insects carry deadly diseases, their feeding habits have been extensively studied. Surprisingly, blood type or skin pigment, the two frequent guesses about their palate favorites, have nothing to do with their preferences. It just so happens that the blood-sucking pest is drawn to something that lives on our skin. You see, as human hosts, we not only provide tasty snacks for mosquitoes, but our skins also serve as...
For sure. He make me question life. Like, I should have just clicked the other video.
The perfect environment for millions of fungi and bacteria to flourish. The mix of species is determined by the location from which we pick them up, just like the things we touch, eat, and wear. Chemical molecules are produced by each micropopulation, and the aromas are dependent on the species mix. Mosquitoes are drawn to the scents of specific combinations. What researchers still need to understand is why the noisy pests prefer one smell over another. 18.
I'm sorry, y'all, but mosquitoes, everybody watches. We don't, man. Them things is evil. They like the demon. I call them demons, mosquitoes. Demon mosquitoes, like, because they demon. Them things are so evil, they will attack you out of nowhere. You just have them during your day. Next thing you go, what the hell? I got a big bite on me and everything. I hate them things, man. Now you telling me that's why they come after us? Because our skin is just something that they enjoy? What's on my skin? Parasites or something like that, man? Wait past that, boy. Oh, hell no. Next time you'll see so much spray on me, the goddamn whatever kills on that, man. I ain't
Pregnancy tests date back to 1350 BCE. Pregnancy tests work by testing for human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, a hormone that the female body creates only during pregnancy.
And that's why that's why females is all upset every time they get pregnancy. They got some damn attitude. Oh, I feel so unused and all that. Because your hormones is messed up because of the study that they say.
It's truly incredible. And those little future...
Oh, no, look, they smiling. What? Come on, boy.
Determining sticks are extremely simple to use. However, if you think reading...
My boy just mentioned the other day and showed me this thing. This stick, this same stick they got there. He got a kid on the way down from Philly, you heard me? I'm like, man, you what? You, bro, I'm like, I'm 30. And everybody younger or older than me having kids. I'm like, we just popping babies like it's a carnival. Like, here we go, the next one, and the next one, the next one, the next one. And what's gonna happen later on? You decide you don't want to take care of that kid.
That small
We are
pink or blue
deadbeats,
line
man.
is difficult,
That's what they do.
you'll have a lot of sympathy for the women of yesteryear. The National Institutes of Health's Office
got
of
none.
History cites a text inscribed on ancient papyrus describing how women in ancient Egypt urinated on barley and wheat seeds to determine if they were pregnant.
What the? What? My boy. Pray for me. Yo, this is crazy. You telling me they urinate? What, man? Man, should we back that up or let's gonna keep on going? Cause I didn't want ever, no, that's not this, that's what? I don't even know what to say, man. You mean to tell me the females just urinating on anything back in the day? Just to see if they pregnant? What? We gonna run that back? Alright. That buffled my mind, man. I didn't know
If
what
the wheat
heck
grew,
was
the
going
prediction
on.
was that the woman
I
was
didn't know
carrying
that.
a girl. If the barley grew, well, she was expecting a boy. If nothing grew, the woman just wasn't pregnant. Experimenting with this seed
So after you urinated on whatever the heck they said, then they're like, oh yeah, I'm not pregnant. So you got to do the same thing again to urinate? Women are so crazy that I didn't know this. So you mean, listen, man, this is going to educate y'all. And if I actually look it up, this man already tells it right. So we going to look it up and literally tell the woman, oh, that's why you is like you are. Cause
theory in 1963 actually revealed that it was accurate 70% of the time. Works 75% of the... What
70%.
was it? Works 60% of the time? All the time.
What?
There's one
What?
simple vision hack anyone can use to improve vision, so you can say goodbye to your optometrist for good.
Bruh.
Did you know that vision impairments have
What in the hell is...
17.
People took hold on, see, he took this thing and went like this to improve his vision. You gonna take a spoon and... How much you get paid to do that commercial?
Turning a billion seconds old warrants a party.
Ain't no
Around
way.
half of the
Posey.
world's population has never experienced the joy of commemorating their billionth second of life. Your billionth second is around halfway between your 31st and 32nd birthdays, according to mathematics. For some, this isn't a big thing, but being 1 billion seconds old is a massive accomplishment. For others, it makes you sound really wise. You only need to do some basic math to figure out your 1 billionth second out. One day has 86,400 seconds, which you can easily calculate on your phone. Divide 1 billion by 86,400 to get 11,574, the amount of days 1 billion seconds equals.
The information he has, man. You mean to tell me I'm about an 8 billion year old?
Divide that figure by 365, the number of days in a year, to get around 31.7 years. So, mark the day in your schedule because you only turn 1 billion seconds old once in your lifetime. 16. Rain doesn't smell like anything.
Why would you even say that? We already know it don't smell. It just drops. When it rains outside, we just be sitting there. Oh, next thing you know, oh, it's raining. My boy,
We've
know
all
that.
smelled
Come
that
on
distinct aroma just before raindrops fall.
now. I ain't smelled what? I ain't smelled nothing. Unless someone farted when I was outside and in the air, you just smell that. Or you smell some gassy smell. Or somebody that just stinks.
The
For
earthy
real, man.
scent
That's
is
the only
clean
way.
and almost universally recognized as pleasant. But if rain isn't to blame, where do the lovely wafts come from? In the scientific world, this scent is known as petrichor. It doesn't come from the clouds or the air, but is a mixture of plant oils and chemical compounds derived from Actinobacteria, aka microorganisms. When animals convert organic matter into chemicals, an alcohol called geosmin is formed. Besides being the primary component in petrichor, our human noses are also particularly sensitive to it. Humidity rises just before
Which means why we freaking always like any little sweat come on, man. I be shiny as a glass window, like getting washed. But at the minute, if it starts raining, it'd be like it drips right
for a
down.
storm, in turn moistening the soil. This energizes the actinobacteria and raises geosmin levels. When the first droplets hit the ground, petrichor compounds are released into the air, where the petrichor is converted into an aerosol, which rapidly travels downwind and warns us of the impending rain. 15. Humans have jumped farther than horses in the Olympics. Nobody can accuse equestrian.
Yeah, I did it a couple times. Being track and field, I be running, man, and I'm jumping over hurdles and stuff. And people be like, white people used to be fascinated. Oh my God, when they see a black man jump, it's like, oh yeah, I didn't see a black man jump like that. But a white man jump, they be like, oh, just
Horses of being
That's
unathletic. Nonetheless, the Olympic world record for the longest human long jump exceeds the world record for the longest horse long jump. Mike Powell set the record in 1991 with a jump of 8.95 meters, and Extra Dry, that's a name, set the record in 1900 with a jump of 6.10. However, we've still got nothing on the bugs. In 2003, researchers from Cambridge University in England named a new champion in the world of insect jumpers, the frog hopper. This little bug only...
Listen, there's a frog, right? I ain't never heard of no frog hop in my life, man.
0.2 inches long, jumps more than 2 feet in the air using a unique propulsion system. Frog hoppers make bounding leaps to dodge predators and find food. What they do to make these incredible jumps is more astounding than the length and height they reach. Frog hoppers explode from the ground with a force 400 times.
So basically, they poop themselves or something like themselves and then like a rocket. They be in the air, man. You next thing you know, like, bro, what? How did you? How in the man? That's crazy. You mean to tell me that they plan it like this and they go, whoop? It's like a parachute that you just didn't let loose and you just all of a sudden went pop like a balloon. Except for a fast speeding balloon.
It's more powerful than gravity.
That's pretty crazy.
You know his name. He's a pioneer in the fashion industry.
Great.
Creator of...
My bad. Gravity.
For
That's more power than gravity. That's... God, you made some amazing, immaculate creatures. But really? I didn't know that.
There's no worldwide food shortage.
Thank you for saying that, because this everybody every year, every time we get some virus or something like COVID, oh my God, we're gonna get a food shortage. How we getting a food shortage? Let's watch this video and it's gonna explain you how, because y'all always believe in everything somebody says or the media says.
Most of our viewers wish that you guys could end world hunger, and so do we. It's a fact that people are going hungry. But when we talk about this subject, it's usually discussed in terms of growing a sufficient supply of food or having adequate crops and livestock. But the matter is more complex. The truth is that the perceived global food shortage does not exist. Instead, we have a vast distribution problem and a much worse waste problem. The entire world dumps so much perfectly delicious food, some of it at farms, just for appearing less than perfect before it...
Man, I know that, because where I work at, they like, you take this, we're going to dump it. Like, man, I remember when I worked at Tim Hortons back in the day when you heard me, I was probably like a little pop and shit, man. Next thing you know, these motherfuckers, it's throwing out all them donuts. Every donut they had left over that nobody didn't buy goes in the garbage, man. Anything goes in the garbage. It's like, and they don't save nothing to give it to nobody. So, like, man, you can understand why they think that we're at a food store.
Even reaches people's plates.
Why?
Not only that, the sheer amount of food that we don't finish and throw out before being prepared, and a variety of other scenarios, has resulted in such a tragic amount of waste that some scientists believe that if we could effectively distribute the food that we are currently producing, we could end world hunger today. And think about it.
It's kind of true. We waste so much food, especially billionaires. We just throw the food. You know what I mean? There's so many people hungry out here in the world, man. That's why every time I eat something, drink something, I make sure I get it all done. You know what I mean? Especially you spend the money for it, you gonna waste your food? Like, people just be wasting stuff, like, and then they be like, oh, why I'm broke? Because you done wasted all the food. Sick and tired of it, boy.
Next time you go to a grocery store, when you're picking out that produce, what do? You have plenty of produce that looks bad, that you're just like, oh, I don't really like the way this looks, and you leave it. It's perfectly good to eat, but it doesn't look perfect, so you don't take it, and then they get rid of it, even though it could have fed someone. 13. Plants remember when they fall. The following fact has made me look at plants in a very different light. A couple of years ago, an evolutionary ecologist, Monica Gagliano, took it upon herself to prove that plants are much more intelligent than we all believe. Her mission was to demonstrate that plants, despite lacking brains, can learn and, more importantly, remember. She chose Mimosa pudica for her experiment because it responds to touch by rapidly closing its leaves. Gagliano designed a special shell for the plants that dropped a few feet. Initially, the plants reacted defensively to the drop by curling their leaves. However, after a few drops, the plants began to understand that there was nothing to fear and stopped clamming up. Gagliano paused the experiment for a month for the plants to forget. But they didn't. When the month was over and the shelf was dropped again, not one of the mimosas curled up. A tantalizing clue that the plants recalled their falling shelf and knew it was a safe experience.
Hold on. Alright, we got more commercials than ever.
12. Subjective reality doesn't exist. Yes, I know this may shock some of you, but it's the truth. Some people have gone to philosophy class, heard that reality is subjective, and come away with the extremely muddled concept that there are several realities around them, and it all depends on how they perceive it.
God, dog, I don't know. Whatever I'm gonna do is get a new chair. I think I'm gonna get a new chair because this chair gone. Like, I can't sit back in it like a normal chair, killing my back. I be wondering why all the time my back just all of a sudden start hurting. It's the posture, man. Like, you sit down like that, and next thing you know.
While our personal realities will always be subjective, they will always remain nothing more than our own individual realities. Unfortunately, the truth about our personal reality can never be right. It's simply the faulty lens through which we look at the universe. By the same token, we must recognize that there is only one reality, and no matter how subjectively we experience it, one event happened one way in front of everyone and not in two separate ways simply because two people perceived it differently. Of course, most people already know this fact, unless they've taken too many freshman philosophy classes. 11. There's a cheese eaten with live maggots. Pretend for one moment that you're going on a fantastic holiday to Italy. One of those goals is to sample Italy's famously exquisite cuisine. The savory tomato sauces, margarita pizzas, gelato, not to mention the wine. The list continues. If you're feeling a little more daring, you might like to try the casu marzu. This traditional cheese is the perfect summer delight for some old-school Italians, particularly those who live on the island of Sardinia. Out-of-towners, on the other hand, may simply refer to it as
I'm not
maggot cheese.
No maggot.
Yes, it comes with maggots. Live ones. I kid you not. While digging into the cheese, you'd best shield your face with your palm because the maggots are famous for jumping up to 5 inches into the air to escape their imminent deaths. Yikes.
And y'all eating this cheese? This why they... Look, I ain't gonna say it, but this why they say...
Now, I like trying foods. I'm torn on this one. Part of me wants to try it just for the experience, just to say I did it. Not...
And that's what I'm talking about. Them people.
Not sure I'm gonna like it. This is probably gonna be up there with that time I tried durian. little more maggoty though than durian. Would you try casu marzu? Let us know in the comments.
know the hell I wouldn't. I'ma let you know right on the video. No, the
Comments
hell
below.
I wouldn't.
10.
Mine.
Dead people can get goosebumps. Sort of. We had to go the extra mile to confirm the following fact, and it wasn't pleasant. Whether you find it enjoyable or not, goosebumps, also known as, let's see if I can get some in here. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Goose pimples, or goose flesh, are a normal part of the human experience. In fact, every living being will experience goosebumps at some point in their lives, whether as a result of a cold wind or an unexpected surprise. However,
You know how, like, when you're outside, next thing you know, you just, your whole body go, whoop. That's what happens. Your skin go like that. I get it sometimes. I be out and it's very cold, like, oh. You got a little
what
shock
many of
from
you may not
electricity or
realize is
something,
that
man.
the bodies
You
of
gonna
the
let
dead
your
can display goosebumps in the same way that the living do. But it comes about in a very different biological process. This uniquely unsettling
That means don't go in the graveyard and open the body and expect you gonna hear that, because that might happen. And y'all be thinking, oh my God, Robert, Jillian, he's still alive. No, he's dead. But that's
display
what
is
they
one of the
mean, my
amazing things
boy.
our bodies do when they begin to decompose. Decomposition begins immediately after death, and the post-mortem goosebumps is, in fact, rigor mortis. 9. The world is not overpopulated.
Thank you for saying that, man, because everybody be thinking we over. No, we ain't, bro. Like, there's so much.
Hold on to your
wrong,
horses.
man. We don't
This is
even
an actual
understand
fact.
that.
Overpopulation does not exist. The world is not overpopulated, or even close to it. Yes, we have infrastructural issues when dealing with want and need, but it's crucial to know that overpopulation only occurs when there are too many people for the available resources to manage in a closed system. However, aside from the Earth itself, closed systems in our world are essentially man-made foolishness that could be abolished if the proper infrastructure was put in place. It would literally take tens of billions of people to truly overpopulate or reach the Earth's capacity in a scenario where the planet's resources and landmass were used efficiently. This isn't to say that our current situation isn't severe, but the truth is that things aren't nearly as bad as people think. We're not running out of resources. Instead, we should figure out how to better.
They got all kinds of stuff, man. Like, they make us pay for all this gas in Canada, you heard me? And it, like, they got gas, and they just fooling with that, man.
Organize
They
them.
wanna make more money
8.
because of what they
It's
do.
common to see dead loved ones. When we lose a loved one, we will go to great lengths
Shit, we don't have the money to do one tonight, man. Phone gonna die, man. I ain't gonna stay up. I might get up tomorrow.
see them again. However, when someone unexpectedly sees their departed, the experience is so terrifying that most will never talk about the encounter. The main fear, of course, is that your friends or family will think you're
We might get like a couple minutes to there. We
crazy. However, seeing or hearing a deceased loved one is surprisingly common. It's even got a name. Scientists call these visions post-bereavement hallucination experiences, or PBHEs, and 6 out of every 10 people will experience them. The hallucinations can be intense, with the dead appearing in their favorite seats or calling out the live person's name. PBHEs can be both comforting and distressing, depending on the person's beliefs and stage of grief. For some, it's proof that there's life after death. For now, scientists believe PBHEs are linked to flashbacks in people suffering from PTSD, specifically brought on by the loss of a loved one. I never had that with my dad. I never heard him or saw him. I mean, I remember his voice, but I never experienced that. So, I have it. Have you? Have you experienced that? Did you see a loved one after they were gone? Let us know.
Yeah, I did, man. Like, sometimes I see certain stuff, man. Like, but weirdly talk, I don't like really talking about this, but my aunt, we had a discussion with believing. Like, sometimes demons be attacking me with certain stuff, man. You know, like, I don't like to speak on that too much. But yeah, that stuff real, man. You gotta be careful what you wish. Oh, Lord. At least we ain't had no damn sound.
7.
Commercial.
A lot of people are waking up during surgery. If you ever talk to a surgeon about having surgery
that's
done,
crazy.
they'll go out of their way to tell you that you won't feel anything. While this is mostly accurate, it hasn't always worked as intended. According to one study, 1 to 2 in every 1,000 patients, roughly 30,000 people per year, in the US wake up during surgery. Although most of these cases occur at the start or finish of the procedure, they also frequently happen right in the middle. Around 50% of the patients
Man, waking up all that. I need people got their hands with all this thing over, and I'm like, oh, what the hell going on here? Why y'all got me in this situation? Man, so many people probably freaked out, man. What? My body look like that? Why my flesh show? Man, you look like a human eating zombie or something, man. Like, damn. You heard me? Like, that's not what I don't understand, man. That
who wake up during surgery develop PTSD and depression, which is logical given the harrowing nature of the encounter. It's exacerbated by the paralytics given with anesthesia before surgery, which prevent patients from alerting the surgeons. Pain may or may not be involved in all cases, but just seeing someone chop you up and do things inside your body is enough to mess with your head for a long time. Screw it, more questions. Have you ever woken up during surgery? I'm gonna ask a lot of stuff. I've never had surgery, so. 6. Scents come off differently to different people. According to William Shakespeare, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. However, a rose may not smell the same to you as it does to me. According to a study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in 2019, different people may perceive scents differently due to variations in their genetic codes. So, there's a lot of leeway for interpretation when it comes to where an odor falls on the spectrum from flowers to trash. The way a person senses odors is determined by the arrangement of amino acids in their body. A single modification to an amino acid in one gene can cause a person to perceive smells differently than someone with another amino acid combination. As we all have around 400 gene codes for smell, and of those hundreds of genes, around 900,000 potential variations, it makes for an intriguing question. Just what exactly does a rose smell like? 5. The atoms in one human. Did you realize that one human being contains more atoms than there are stars in the viewable universe? The total number of stars in the universe is estimated to be 1 septillion, give or take. However, the number of atoms in a human body is estimated to be approximately that, or 1 octillion.
That's why probably we stay alive now.
Yes, that is a 1 with 27 zeros after it. To put this number into perspective, the number of cells alone in one human is estimated to be around 30 or 40 trillion, meaning that if we took every human on Earth, which is plus or minus 8 billion people, and multiplied it by 40 trillion, we would potentially have 3.2 times 10 to the 23rd, or 320 sextillion human cells on Earth. To be honest, that's nothing when compared to 1 octillion atoms in a single person. 4. You swallow 365 cups of mucus in a year. I purposely left this.
I believe it, man, because I got mucus right now in my nose. And that thing be messing you up. That's why I gotta get some sea moss. Shut up the sea moss. You know what I mean? When I get
back for number 4 on today's list, because mucus is utterly and wholly disgusting, and I wanted to give you food or mucus for thought. Before I continue with the mucus, let me also take a minute to consider that each of us will swallow 10 spiders and 70 types of insects or more during our lifetimes. That is one eye-opening fact that we could have gone without. But back to all the mucus swallowing. 365.
What the hell, boy? You tell me I'm swallowing spiders? There better be some hot French fries type of spiders or fried spiders. Is that why a lot of people think they Spider-Man?
5 cups per year equates to over 22 gallons of mucus a year. Nice. While excessive phlegm is unpleasant, we don't want to be without it. Mucus is the barrier between you and the outside world. As a result, it is critical. Not just for us humans. It also is the slime that permits a snail to travel on the ground, and the slippery coating that protects fish from microorganisms in the water. It's something we can't do without, however much we may be grossed out by it.
I'm going to give you my number one tip to get over a breakup, and that is going to be going to therapy. Going to therapy helped me so much. It could help for so many other reasons, but this was like a really hard period for me. So going to therapy.
3. Your decisions can create an alternate universe. According to the many worlds interpretations of quantum physics, every decision you make, no matter how minor, produces a parallel universe in which you make a different decision. For example, if you drive to work, there's another universe where you take the bus. Level 3 parallel universes exist in the same space and time as our reality, but are inaccessible to us. This theory has profound implications. I know it's a theory, but I added it to the list because it's awesome to consider. Plus, who knows if it's only a theory? For starters, there exists an infinite number of parallel universes to take into account every single action. This theory also inspires extensive philosophical thought. How do these universes vary from ours?
Bro, I'm so high right now, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Shout out to the damn weed I had ice right, man. Boy, they be hitting you higher than a higher. Higher than
Were
a
ordinary
high.
people's
What I'm trying to
insignificant
find.
decisions harmful to the overall course of the universe? For example, did stepping on a bug indirectly prevent World War III? If you think about it for too long, you may become dizzy, but just think about it. There could be an alternate universe where your significant other happily married someone else. The immensity of this theory certainly inspires a stunned, wow. It also suggests that every single decision you make is the most important you could ever make. 2. Dinosaurs could have still existed today if the asteroid had struck Earth in a different location.
You just imagine we got the damn dinosaur life. You walk out every time you see a T-Rex running down the damn crosswalk. See a rhinoceros or something like... Wait, no, rhinoceros is an animal. But you see a damn Dracula or what them little bird thing look like, P3, pterodactyl and stuff. All that just flying around. We be in trouble, my boy. If they
As
was
the BBC
alive.
documentary The Day the Dinosaurs Died explains, the impact was so deadly because of the location where the asteroid hit. The asteroid collided with the shallow waters surrounding the Yucatan Peninsula, causing a large cloud of sulfur to form due to the underlying gypsum deposits. This cloud caused the global winter, which wiped out 3/4 of Earth's life at the time, including the dinosaurs. If the asteroid had collided with the neighboring Atlantic or Pacific Oceans, it would have melted considerably less rock, including the lethal gypsum.
It would have killed us.
The cloud would not have been as dense, and the sunlight would have still reached the planet's surface, potentially avoiding what happened next. Jurassic Park could have been a reality if the asteroid's trajectory had been slightly different, and it would have been
Glad the hell not. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't go down the street and see a T-Rex. I see T-Rex people in real life where their face look like a T-Rex, like the teeth popped out and everything. They got 2 teeth. They look like a T-Rex. They just even semi-formed and made like a T-Rex. So I be saying humans look like dinosaurs or animals, but dinosaurs walking around nowadays. Oh, hell
incredible,
no. We ain't with that.
except for the raptors.
That ain't incredible. At least you believe it at the Raptors and the T-Rex. What? No
Maybe it's
powers
good
with
that
them.
it doesn't exist. I'd do it. Would you go if Jurassic Park were real? Would you go? Yes, in a heartbeat. For me, absolutely. No question about it.
No.
What's your favorite dinosaur from Jurassic?
No. T-Rex, but I ain't playing with him.
Park. Why is it the Dilophosaurus?
Hell no.
1. The modern world is bad for our brains.
Yeah, it is, because they done put foolish stuff that don't even make no sense. When you learn from people that learn to do the research, read books, everything they told us, man, you heard me? I'm telling y'all not saying in school, Everything they done tell us is a lie. But when you learn stuff, when you get older and you're wise, you be like, man, they told us we gotta go to school to be smart. Man, you didn't even need school. You just know how to educate yourself. But
It's a
lot of people
well-known
don't
fact that the
understand
stress and pressures of modern life are intense and of such a scale we've never experienced before. But did you know today's modern stressors can damage your brain's prefrontal cortex, resulting in frontal fatigue? It's a condition that makes people more vulnerable to psychological disorders and other mental issues. Scientists have developed an approach to counter the fatigue for lowering stress and restoring life balance. First, it is vital to recognize the symptoms: forgetting words and small things, struggling to multitask, having difficulty maintaining attention, and venting irrations and negative emotions. They also recommend doing hands-on hobbies like crafting, cooking, creating art, gardening, playing an instrument, or tackling a DIY project. Indulge your senses in the search for beauty. Look, smell, hear, and taste everything life offers. Talk with, question, greet, or chat with others, not just those close to you, but also people you see, pass by, work with, and stand in line with. Better control thoughts and moods through meditation or diversion, reading books, and becoming less irritable. In addition, doctors also prescribe that we disconnect from social media and tech whenever possible, except when we're watching List 25.
That's why I don't be on social media. Like, I be posting my stuff, man, on YouTube and stuff, but Facebook, Instagram, bro. I ain't got time for that, man. That will infiltrate your mind and a lot of stuff. You gotta keep your mind wise, and, you know, you gotta. So I like watching a lot of educational stuff, you know, stuff like that.
5 doctors totally recommend that.
To the top. It give me more intelligence of what's going on.
So, what are some other crazy facts that'll make you question everything? Let us know in the comments below. And like I said before, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, my boy, we got you. Damn. So it's like, man, the most interesting fact I would say would be the time elements. Like, there's so many time elements. Like, it was like cells and everything. It's crazy how much all that stuff you get up every day. That's why your body sometimes be like, oh, that kick, you stop working on. Goddamn, you don't really take care of your body, eat the right stuff. You don't know what we put in the body. Body's like a temple, man. You gotta protect it, you know what I'm saying? But without the further ado, man, you know what is the Seereal squad. Man, that hurt every time I do that. So, you know, we got the first interesting fact. We're gonna do more, man. So, like I said, man, I always say stay spooky, but I always say stay, man, stay black. If you white, stay white, or whatever the heck color you is, man. But all I gotta say, man, you already know where it's at. It's Seereal, just giving y'all the. I only see real. I only see real.